Welcome back. In this video we will cover the trees and also we will cover the binary tree. Especially we will cover the binary tree here. What is a binary tree? We will see the introduction, that is a complete and extended binary trees, there are different types. Now second is a memory representation, how the trees are represented in the memory, that is through sequential and the link representation. So first, what is a tree? A tree is a finite set of 0 or more nodes. This means we can have a tree with a 0 node. So suppose this is a just a dot. I'm creating just a dot here, and this is a tree without any node like n0. It is n0 means this is a tree without any node, means a tree is a finite set of nodes that may have a zero node or more nodes in that, such that it has a specially designated node called as a root node. So let me create a tree. Okay, in this case this is we called as a root node. Call this thing as a root node, especially designated node called as a root node. Now the remaining nodes are partitioned into disjoint set T1 to Tn, where each tree is a which each set is a tree. It means like I can divide this into a tree. See, this is T1, they are disjoint sets T2, and this is T3, and every disjoint set is a tree itself. This is T1, this is T2, this is T3. So that is the idea. The remaining nodes are partitioned into the disjoint set, where each of these sets is a tree. We call T1, T2, T3 such like Tn the subtrees of the root. They are also called as a subtree. So T1, T2 or T3 can be called as a subtree of the root. Now we'll go to the terminologies, like we have to understand what is the root, what are the edges, what are the parents. Now see, we have one root node that we call as a designated node, that the name is a root node, the first thing. The second thing is we have keys, that is the value that is being stored here. The second is edges that connects the nodes. Apart from this, see, in our example we can see here we have something called as a sibling. Okay, we have something called as a sibling. So because whenever two nodes are called as a sibling to each other, whenever they have a common parent, you can see here Q is a common parent to A and B. You can see here EFG is a children to L. L is a parent here. It is also the subtree. This is entirely a sub. So whatever is covered in a blue line is a subtree for which node? A node. They are also H and I are also called as the leaf node because the degree is 0 here. This is the height of the tree. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the height of the tree. So that is some of the terminologies we'll see in the depth now. Okay, first is node. If you will count here, the number of nodes are 13. Okay, the degree of a node shown by the green number. You can see here 3, 2, 1, 3. They are called as a degree. Degree is like a number of subtree it has. For example, A has how many subtrees? 3 subtrees. Or if you want in a simpler language, it could be the number of children. A has how many children? 3 children. So the degree of A will be 3. So that is a simple example of a degree. What the degree means? The number of children or the number of subtrees. Now the third is a leaf. What is a leaf now? Leaf is a node that has a degree 0. I'm saying again, leaf is a node that has a degree 0. So if you want, we can count here how many nodes we have as a degree 0. That is a leaf node. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 nodes we have that has a degree 0, or also we call as a leaf node. Now non-terminal node that has a degree apart from 0, that is more than 0. I'm saying again, a non-terminal node, also called as a non-leaf node, are such nodes where the degree is more than 0. So how many such nodes we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 non-leaf nodes, also non-terminal nodes. Now we have a parent. See, the parents are, if I'm calling the B, C, D, see, if they have a common parent A. So A is a parent here. For BCD, A is a parent, that you have to understand. Okay. Now, what is children? Opposite. For A, the BCD is the children, direct connections. Now, what is sibling? All the nodes that share a common parent. For example, the BCD has a common parent A, so A is the parent of the, sorry, A is A, B, C, D share the common parent, so B, C, D are the sibling to each other. Example, Hij share a common parent D, so Hij are the sibling to each other. What is ancestor? That we will see. Suppose I am finding the ancestors of K. From K itself, just find the parent and the parents. Like keep finding the parent until you reach the root node. So who is the parent of K? E. Who is the parent of E? B. Who is the parent of B? A. So the ancestors of K are E, B and A. I am saying again, ancestors of K are E, B, A. For example, if you are trying to find the ancestors of M, who is the parent of M? H. Who is the parent of H? D. And who is the parent of D? A. So the ancestors of M are H, D and A. In this way you can find the ancestors. Now come to the descendants. Descendants are like all the children in that particular subtree. Or a node has entirely, for example the B, it's entirely 4 nodes, E, F, K, E, F, K, L are the descendant. Okay. Now what is the level? See that these are the levels. Starting is 0, then first level, second level and third level. Okay. Also the edge count between two nodes are also known as level. Edge count. How many edges we have between two nodes to reach, like how many edges you will cross to reach between two nodes, that would be also the levels. For example, A to M, I have to cross like 3 edges. That would be the number of levels. Okay, what is the height? Height is always level plus 1, or depth is the same thing. Height or depth is simply the level plus 1. So in this case, for this particular tree, the depth would be 4. Okay, so we will just try to get some of the definition of the terminologies that we have studied. The degree of a node is the number of subtrees of the node. For the degree of A is 3, the degree of C is 1. The node with the degree 0 is a leaf or terminal node. A node that has subtree is the parent of the root of the subtree. This means a node that has a subtree, it is the parent to the roots of the subtree. Okay. Now, in the opposite sense, you can say the roots of the subtrees are the children of the node. Children of the same parents are siblings. The ancestor of a node are all the nodes along the path from the root to the node. So that is the ancestor. Come to the tree. So you can solve the problem here. The number of nodes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in this case it is 9. What is the height? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Height is level plus 1, so that is 5. Okay, so who is the root node? A. How many leaf nodes? 5. How many interior nodes? Also called as the non-terminal node? 4. Number of levels? 4. Ancestor of H? G, E, B, A. Okay. Descendants of B. Descendants of B would be the entire. D, E, F, G, H, I. Entire would be the descendants. Sibling of E. D and F. Degree of node A. 2. So that could be the answers. You can verify also. Now come to a binary tree. Till this moment, we are aware what is a tree. Now I am putting one special restriction that the maximum degree for each node is 2. If such type of special class of tree is called as a binary tree. I am saying again, a special class of a tree that has a maximum degree of each node is 2. Such trees are called as a binary tree. As the name suggests, binary. This means maximum 2 nodes allowed. This means one thing you should understand. This is a binary tree N0. So this is a binary tree with 0 nodes. It is a binary tree. N1. I have 1 node. That is a binary tree. N2. You can see for any node the degree is maximum degree is 2. So that is a N2. That has a like number of nodes is 2 and it is a binary tree example. Okay, so this you have to understand. You can see for any node the degree maximum degree is what? 2. Only you have to consider the important point is N0. A node like a tree with a 0 node is also called as a binary tree. Now we'll go to a definition. A binary tree is a finite set of nodes that is either empty, see I have considered empty, or consists of a root and two disjoint binary trees. Okay, you can consider in this way. It consists of a root, see here, this one is the root and two disjoint binary sets. So this is one disjoint binary set and this is the second disjoint binary set called as the left subtree and the right subtree. So this is left subtree and this we call as a right subtree. The left child are the right child. So this is the example of the binary tree. So this you can see here, it is a binary tree. You can see one thing, every node has a degree at most 2. At most 2, every node has a degree at most 2. So that is an example of a binary tree. Now some of the samples of the binary tree, there are some different kinds. See, this is called as a left skewed binary tree. Why we call this thing as a left skewed binary tree? The reason is, see, there is always left child. For every node you will see, you have a left child. Apart from the last node, A has a left child B, the B has a left child C, C has a left child D, and D has a left child E. We call such type of the tree as a skewed binary tree, also called as the left skewed. Or better, since we have a left child, we call it as a left skewed binary tree. Now suppose this is the case, we have only the right child. If we have only the right child, then in this case we will call it as what? A right skewed binary tree. In such a case, whenever we have only right child, We call this thing as a right skewed binary tree. So that you have to understand. One more type is a complete binary tree. So that is an example. They are just the samples, like they are the more restricted over the binary tree. So that are some of the binary trees, but with some different properties. So they have their own different name. Now, come to some of the properties of the nodes in a binary tree. The maximum number of nodes on a level I for binary tree is a 2 raised to the power I. For example, okay, the maximum number, see, you can see here, whatever the levels I have drawn, they have drawn up to the maximum. I can't store any more nodes in all the levels that I have drawn. So in this case, the maximum number of a node on a level I of a binary tree is 2 raised to the power I. So what is the maximum number? So I will just try to figure out. In this case, for the level third, that is sorry, level 2, 0, 1 and 2. What is the maximum number of nodes that can be possible? 2 raised to the, see, this is the what? This one is the which level? This one is the level. This is the level 2. In this case, the maximum number of nodes could be 4. So you can see here it could be the maximum. See, it says the 2i represent the maximum number of nodes possible. So you can see here, if I draw the fourth node also, so you do not have an option to add more nodes in this particular level. So by the formula 2 raised to the power I, where I is the level, you can find the maximum number of nodes present on that level. That is possible, maximum possible number of nodes at a given level. The maximum number of nodes in a binary tree of depth k is 2 raised to the power k minus 1. So for this particular tree, what is the depth? 3. So the maximum number of nodes for this particular tree will be 2 raised to the power 3 minus 1. That would be equal to 7. You can see here, if I want to add any further node, even a single node, I have to change my depth. This means that is the maximum number of nodes possible for a given binary tree, where the depth is equal to k. Now we have to understand what is a full binary tree and a complete binary tree. So we'll understand what is a full binary tree and what is a complete binary tree. Now, so first we have to understand what is the difference between a full binary tree and a complete binary tree. Now whenever I say it is a full binary tree of a depth k is a binary tree of the depth k having 2 raised to the power k minus 1 nodes. It is a simple definition. Suppose this is a full binary tree that has a depth of k, that will have 2 raised to the power k minus 1 nodes. The maximum number of nodes possible for a given depth k, if that many number of nodes are possible in a binary, if that many number of nodes are present in a binary tree, then we call such binary tree as a full binary tree. I am repeating again. You can see here in this particular example, the depth is 4. This means this particular tree should have 2 raised to the power 4 minus 1, that is 2, 15 nodes. This means if this tree has a 15 node, maintaining, given this particular tree has for 15 nodes and maintaining a depth of 4 only, then such a tree is called as a full binary tree of depth 4. You can see if you count here, the number of nodes are 15, and that is the example of a full binary tree. Given, okay, for given a tree, how to find a given tree is a full binary tree or not? Find the depth of that tree, and then in that case, if the depth is k, the number of nodes in that particular tree should be 2 raised to the power k minus 1, where k is greater than equal to 1. So that is the case of the full binary tree. Now, what is a complete binary tree that we have to understand? A binary tree with n nodes and the depth k is called complete if and only if its node corresponds to the node numbered from 1 to n in the full binary tree of depth k. So how to know this? You can understand in this way. Now it says what? If you will if you number this node from 1 to n, it should be have the same numbers as per the full binary tree. For example, 1, 2. If the numbering, if we are trying to do the numbering, right? If you do the numbering should be same. Okay. We are not escape. You see, the idea is the complete tree will not escape any of the nodes until that value. It will not escape. You can see here it should be 1. You can see here. In this case, if you find, I'm reading this definition again. A binary tree with n nodes and a depth k is a complete if and only if its node corresponds to the node numbered from 1 to n in a full binary tree of depth k. You can see, if you have see here, whatever the numbering we have given here, that is similar to the number of nodes in a similar fashion up to that particular node, up to that particular depth, that is k itself. Now, for example, both the tree has a depth k. Now the number of nodes or the numbering are in the same way. Or one more way to understand a complete binary tree is, okay, now a binary tree is called as a complete binary tree given that a level before the last, a binary tree is called as a complete binary tree given that level before the last, see here, level before the last is entirely full. Or also this means, for example, in this particular tree up to depth k minus 1, it is a full binary tree up to depth k minus 1. See, suppose this tree has a depth k, up to depth k minus 1, it should be a full binary tree, and at depth k, it should, all the nodes should be arranged from left to right without leaving any of the spaces. In a simple word, you can understand, I am repeating this one time for you. A binary tree is called as a complete binary tree. Suppose this tree has a depth k, up to k minus 1 depth, it behaves as a full binary tree, and like every node, it is entirely full, and the last level, the node has been filled from left to right without leaving any of the spaces. In either of the way you feel better, you should understand. Now, what is a complete binary tree? If a complete binary tree with n nodes, the depth would be log n plus 1 floor. I will try this also. If a binary tree with node n node, so we have an example of a complete and a full. So the formula says log n plus 1 floor. That will give the answer for the depth of a complete binary tree. Now, so we'll try to find this formula works or not for a complete binary tree with n nodes. If you count here, how many nodes we have in this complete binary tree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll try to apply. Log 9 would be 3.16. Log 9, it is a base 2. So log 9 would be 3.16 plus 1, that is 4.16. I'm just trying, I will solve it. Log 9 would be 3.16 plus 1. So I will find the floor of that. It will give me what? 4. 4 should be the depth of this particular tree. You can find here the depth of this particular complete binary tree is 4 only. So this is okay. So for any time if you want to find the depth of any tree, complete binary tree with n nodes, the formula would be depth is equal to log n plus 1 floor. Now apart from this, now if the parent I, so I will put up the numbers also. So for any particular node, see suppose for this node, uh, who is the parent? 2 by 2. So you can see the formula here. I is the current value, 2 by 2 that is 1. So 1 is the parent. Okay. Now for any particular, if you want to find the left child of this particular, suppose I want to find the left child of this node, you can find as a 2 into I. So 2 into 1 that is 2. So the 2 is, this one is the left child. So that is the idea. If you want to find the right child of this node, how can you find 2i plus 1, that is 2 into 1 plus 1 that is 3. You can find the right child here. For any particular node, if you want to find the parent, so 3 by 2 that is 1.5, floor that is 1. So for this particular node you can find the parent. So for how to find a parent or the left child or the right child, it is simple. For any given node, if you want to find the left child, it should be 2 into I. If you want to find the right child, it should be 2i plus 1. And if you want to find a parent, it should be I by 2 floor. You can find in this. For any particular tree, you can find. Given that the indexes I are the numbering on the node starting from 1 less than equal to I less than equal to n. Now we'll try to understand extended binary tree. Now what is an extended binary tree? A binary tree T is said to be a tree or an extended binary tree if each node has either 0 or 2 children. I am repeating this one. What is an extended binary tree? A binary tree T is said to be a 2 tree or an extended binary tree if each node n has either 0 or 2 children. So the node with 2 children are called as the internal node. So any particular node that has a 2 children or that has a degree 2 will be called as the internal node, and the node with 0 children is called as the external node. So example, all the boxes here, the diagram with the box is the external node and all the round shapes are the internal node. We call this thing as the extended 2 tree or the extended binary tree. Now come to the sequential representation. Okay, so in this case we have to understand what is how the sequential representation works. So we'll first try with this one. They are just stored as per the indexes. For example, index 1, then index 2, index 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Since we have the nodes are present, this is the way you can store inside a sequential. Sequential means array representation. Whatever the indexes we are getting, we will store as per. See, A is stored here, B is stored here, C is stored here at the indexes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the same way. 1, 2, 3, that is left to right, indexes will work. Eight and 9. Now see what is the problem with this particular sequential representation. Suppose it is a left skewed. Suppose it is a left skewed. In this case, it would be 1, it will be 2. We do not have a node at the third index. In this case, it should be empty. Then 4. Then again, we did not have a node at 5. See here, I am just making as a dot dot dot. Whatever the blanks we have, I am just making as a dot. So it should we have a dot for this particular node that is not present. Then again we did not have a node here. Again we have two unavailable here. So this is the case. So 4, 5, 6, 7 will be empty. Then it should be 8. Similarly 9, 10, 11, 12 up to 15 will be empty. Then it should be 16. So you are actually wasting this space, nothing else. So that is the problem with the sequential representation. Whenever it is the left is skewed or the right is skewed, just for storing 5 values or 5 nodes, you are using the space up to 16. So that is the problem of the sequential representation. Now how you can calculate the addresses like, suppose it is 1, the left child, so it should be 2i, that is 2. See, the rest of the indexes will remain empty. For B has a left child, so 2 into 2, that is 4, so the fourth index will be utilized. But see, if you want to find the left child exists, it should be 4 into 2, that is 8. 2 into I, that is the formula actually, 2 into I. Then 8 into 2, that is 16. You can see here in the sequential representation, it is the same way we are representing. Now come to the link representation. In the link representation, it is like a structure definition that has a data part and a left pointer that holds the left subtree that store the address of the left child or the left subtree, and the right pointer that store the address of the right subtree or the right child. So that is the structure definition of a binary tree node, that is a BT node. You can see here, this is the data part, this is left and the right part. It will look something like this. Again we would have a so suppose it does not have a right child for this node, it would be null, it would be also null. There does not have a left or right child, because it has a left child, so it would be like this. That is the example of a link representation of the binary tree. So this is all about for this video. Thank you for listening.